In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to set up your resale business. Let's go hustle. All right, so I brought out some notes. So the first thing you want to do is you want to know your niche. And what I mean by that is, for me, my niche is sneakers, dress shoes, different things like that, because I'm very familiar with sneakers. So you need to kind of figure out exactly, like, if you're going to do just clothing, vintage clothing, electronics, vintage furniture, books, collectibles, anything like that, because you don't want to go into a thrift store where there's thousands of pieces of things there or items there for you to potentially to buy. You want to go in looking for specific items. So you want to go in, you don't want to spend 4 hours in one store. You want to be able to get in there, do about a good hour or so, look around to kind of see if you're looking for a specific item. You can get in there, see if they have it. Then occasionally you can kind of look for miscellaneous things. But for the most part, you want to go in looking for your niche. So for me, like I said, my niche is shoes, because I'm very familiar with shoes. I'm a sneakerhead. I love sneakers. So I can go into a store and I can look and say, okay, those shoes are worth, $40 or $50 or whatever the case is. So you want to make sure you have a niche before you even start. So see, as you can see, I kind of have a thing for shoes. So I just got just a bunch of shoes. So I kind of can look at a pair of shoes or sneakers, to be exact, to kind of say, hey, I can make money off of it or not. So this is just a quick reference to kind of show you, man, that, you kind of look in your own closet or look in your house to kind of see what you want to sell. Now, you need to figure out where you're going to source your inventory from. Whether it's going to be a thrift store, yard sales, estate sales, flea markets. They even have like these flea market auctions that they have. I live in LA, so there's a lot of different little small thrift stores around me. So wherever you live, you need to try to figure out where you can source your inventory from. Like I say, Goodwill, Salvation Army, different places like that. So just depending on where you live, they may have a something called secondhand finds or different things like that. So kind of look into your local Facebook area to kind of see what they have. Put in yard sales. What I actually do is I search yard sales on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, believe it or not, and it'll give you a date and you can kind of look for it that way. So you got to figure out where you're going to buy things from to resell. There's times where people have gone to myself. I've even went to Costco, and I'll go on Costco. I have an app on my phone. I go on Costco on my phone, and there's clearance items that I've bought, like a couple of jackets that I paid $15 for, and I sold them for $45. So you're just gonna have to figure out exactly where to find your items. That's the most important thing. Now you need to do research market demand. So if you notice in a couple of my videos where you'll see me take my phone out and I'll take a picture of the item, what I'm doing is opening up either eBay or Google Chrome, and then I go to the camera function and then I take a picture of that product to see exactly. If you go to Google and do that, it's going to give you a list of all platforms of that item that's being sold. If you go to eBay and do that, it's going to give you the listings in eBay. Then what you can do is you cross-reference that in eBay, and then you go to, in the left column, you click on the sold items. And what that does is it's going to show you everything is going to turn green. It's going to show you everything in eBay of that item that was sold, if that makes any sense. And then once you do that, then you can take that item or that number, that dollar amount, and then you can cross-reference to what they're asking for in the store. So if they're asking $20 for that shoe, a pair of shoes or that shirt or whatever, and then you look at eBay and it's only being, if it was being sold for $20, then you don't want to do that. So you want to try to at least make 2 times what you pay for the shoe or what you pay for the item. Sometimes you're making just double your money, which is fine. But you also got to remember with eBay, there's fees associated with each sale that you make. So if you're doing Facebook Marketplace, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be those fees. So, but when you first go into the thrift store, because this is all done real time. So when you go into that thrift store or that estate sale or garage sale and you find something that you feel that you want to resell, you need to do the market research on demand right then. So you open up your phone, take a picture in Google Chrome, and then once you do that, that will give you some pricing so you can have a like a figure in your head, like exactly what you want to, if you want to buy that or not. Now, the next one is to inspect and clean your items. So if you guys notice, what I do is when I walk into the store and I see a pair of shoes I want, the first thing I do, I pick the shoes up and I look under the bottom to see the treads under the bottom. If the treads are worn under the bottom, I don't care how good the shoe looks, I'm putting it back. So what you need to do is go in, if you find something that you want, now you need to inspect it. You need to see what's the wear on it. For me, like I say, for shoes, I can just go in and I can look and I can determine whether it's going to be worth my while, my time or not to actually purchase that. But what I do is I'm going to do another video as well in regards to the cleaning process, because there's a couple of people asked me about the cleaning process of what I use to clean different things, my shoes with it. So I put together some ingredients myself to clean my shoes with. So the one person asked me, how long does it take to clean my shoes? It just depends on, how dirty they are, what type of material it is. If it's just all leather, it doesn't take so long. If it's canvas, it may take a while. It may take a few washes, a few scrubs on my shoe cleaner. But that's one thing you have to do as well. Once you get it, you find out what you want. Once you find out what you want, once you inspect it, once you buy it, now you need to clean it. Because you don't want to sell something to someone, especially with shoes, you don't want to, sell anything that, someone had their feet in. So you want to kind of make sure that you clean it as well. Now, you need to figure out where you're going to sell at. Myself, I sell most of my things I sell most of my sneakers on Depop. My sneakers go on Depop. My dress shoes go on eBay. Now, that's what I found for myself, what, works for me. You may have to, it's going to be a trial and error for yourself to kind of see what works for you. So for me, I sell my sneakers on Depop. I sell my dress shoes on eBay. And I sell my miscellaneous stuff, things that's real heavy. I put that on Facebook Marketplace. But then you can also go to Poshmark. You can sell on Poshmark. I personally don't sell on Poshmark. There's another one called Mercari. I don't sell on Mercari. I just sell in 3 different places. That's Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and Depop. That's where I sell all of my items are on those 3 platforms. So what you're going to have to do is figure out for yourself which one works for you. So like I say, I live in LA, so there's a lot of people here. You may live in middle of America, in Iowa somewhere. There may not be so many people in your area, so you may have to sell on eBay. But you need to figure out and learn that eBay also has fees, selling fees. So you need to take that into consideration as well. So when you sell your item, you need to make sure you calculate the eBay fees as well. So that's why I try to not sell much on eBay, but I do better selling my dress shoes and things like that on eBay, and my miscellaneous things like all those polishers I had, and I just bought some Vietnam military boots. I put those on Facebook Marketplace. a computer I sold. I put that on Facebook Marketplace because I don't have to worry about shipping. And also, you want to make sure that you take really good pictures of wherever you put it, because you want, if there's a stain on the shoe or on the shirt, especially if you're selling it online, if there's a stain, you need to take a close-up picture of that stain, and then your documentation and your description, you need to make sure you put what the defects are, because you don't want to have someone give you a bad feedback, or you don't want to have someone to send something back to you because they didn't see the stain on the picture. And then now you got to pay for shipping and all of that. But if it's on Facebook Marketplace, you don't have to worry about that, because that person is going to inspect it, standing in front of you. So just keep that in mind as well. Now, this one is really, really important. You got to really keep this one in mind. So the next one is manage inventory to kind of scale up. So to manage your inventory, what I use is these little tapes. It has numbers on them. So what I do is I bought some poly bags, and I'll list some things in the description for you guys where I bought mine from, and I'll just put some links on it. You can just click on the links. There'll be affiliate links. You can click on the links, and then it'll show you exactly what I bought, and then you can purchase it as well. So you need poly bags. So I bought 2 size poly bags. I think one 8x12 and one 14x18 poly bags, and then I bought a poly mailer bag too. So what I do is when I get my shoes, I take the shoes and I clean them, take the pictures, then I put them in a poly bag to prevent them from getting dirty. Once I do that, I take this, which has numbers on it. You got to build a number system. I take and put that number on the top of the bag, and then I go to Excel, that I created an Excel sheet. And then what you do from there, you take that and then you put white Nike shoe size 8.5 men, and then you put that number, whatever number that's affiliated with that bag, you put it on your Excel sheet. It's going to become a time where you have, 200-300 pieces, and you need to keep account of where these things are. So you need to build a number system and have it set up so you know that 009, you can go and look for 009, and that's a pair of shoes, or that's a shirt that you have. So you can do it that way as well. I think that's pretty much it, man, in a nutshell, how you set the business up and kind of move from there. So if you guys have any questions, just down in the comments, man, let me know. If there's something that you think I missed, let me know. Like I say, this is my journey. I've been doing this for, only 3 months, man. And so I don't know everything. I'm just telling you what I've learned so far. So if you have any questions, man, just go down in the comments, let me know, and we can kind of go from there. Again, I want to thank everybody for rocking with your boy, man. Subscribing, commenting on the videos, asking questions, man. Until the next video, I'm out.